So, I mean, you're hoping your first-round pick hits.
For sure. And then we don't even need to go out and get a guy like Aaron Gordon in the future. We just have Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah, I'd love that. So I think another thing I wanted to touch on too was, what do you think Anthony Edwards' season stats are going to be like? What's your prediction this year?
So for me, I think it could go either one. It could go one or two ways. I think he's going to average over 10 points a game.
For sure.
I think I'm guessing like probably like 14 points a game. Set 5 rebounds, 4 assists.
Okay, I can see that because we don't even know if he's going to be a starter yet. Honestly, we might start the season with Ricky, then transition to him, or he could be started day one. But there's also just a lot of, because Dlo, Cat, and Malik Beasley are all going to garner. Honestly, I can see Malik scoring over 20 this year again. So I think honestly he's going to. So that's in itself. If you say Cat scores 28, Dlo scores 24 or 25, and then Malik's 20, that's a lot of points that have been scored. And if you're Anthony Edwards, I can see him in about the 15 to 16 point range with, like you said, I think 5 rebounds would be great. And I think 5 assists would be awesome. I think more likely it'll be 3 or 4. But if he puts up those stats, that's a great first year, especially in a really weird offseason.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I like the reason why I have him averaging not the highest amount of points is just there's so many points that are going to be put on the board by the other players in the Timberwolves that unless he's forcing it, I think if he just lets it come to him, that a 14 or 15 points a game is very doable. And he's going to have games where he's going to score 25. He's going to have games where he scores 7. He's going to be inconsistent. He might start off terrible. He might have some really bad first games, and that's okay because he hasn't had he barely is going to have a preseason, no summer league. He hasn't played like organized basketball in like a real game setting in a long time. Like he's going to be rusty, and we got to be okay with that.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you don't see a lot of players just kill it their first stretch of games. Like, the only players you really see just absolutely go ham their first year is like you see the Luka Doncic's averaging 19. You see the Ja Morant's going off. Like, that's pretty rare to just have a player go out and just do their thing right away. And I think the extent to why Luka did that was because he played professional basketball in the EuroLeague since he's 17. Right. So I mean, that's the only reason I think he came out so hot out the gates.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to have too high of expectations for Ant-Man, but
no, and I think that's what's great because he's not gonna have to be that guy. Like I think a lot of reasons why Wiggins failed was because at a lot of times he was supposed to be our primary scorer, and Wiggins is just not meant to be a primary scorer. He's better when he's the third star of a playoff team or the fourth guy. So if you put Anthony Edwards a little inefficient at Georgia, but that's just because he had to shoot so many balls. If you just let him play his game and let the other guys do their thing, he's gonna cut and get open. He's gonna have wide open shots in the corner. He's gonna be able to play make because they're worried about other guys. Like it's gonna be a really good situation for him.
Yeah, I 100% agree. So let's go into the next one. What are your I couldn't find a good picture. What are